tradition, making cookies with your favorite people. And talk about an amazing one when the result is a delicious homemade pecan meltaway from David's Cookies. You're like, oh my heavens, this is amazing. We're gonna leave all the fun stuff up to you because these are David's Cookies, the cookie dough that you turn into your favorite cookies. Maybe alone, maybe with friends. You've got a little decorating party, you have a party, you've got 200 cookies to give to all of your favorite people, the cookie exchanges, the office parties, the secret Santas, the neighbor who's always so nice to you. This is Adina Michio. She brings us David's Cookies. I gotta tell you about this offer though, because this is from David's. It's the largest assortment they bring us all year, and it happens to be something where the price on this goes up at the end of the day. You're gonna get the favorites. So 96 of that chocolate chip. We love those. 56 of the butter pecan meltaway that Adina was just putting into that powdered sugar. Everybody gets these, and then you let us know what are the other 48 that you'd like to have. The holiday sprinkles, beautiful. The cinnamon roll, yummy, new flavor. Or the hot cocoa. So you'll get a total of 200, over 8 pounds of dough, 16 plus dozen cookies that you don't have to buy the ingredients for, that you don't have to whip up separate batches for, that all you do is take them out of the box, pop them into your oven, and in about 12 to 14 minutes, they're done. You let us know whether or not you want them November 14th or December 21st, but here's the story. Price goes up on these at the end of the day. You're gonna get them in 3 different boxes, and David's Cookies, you can come back here, has won, is it 1, 2, 3 years for best cookie?
Yeah.
Twice for best dessert. They've been around since 1979. You know the David's name. If you went down in that department store and waited in line and that cookie smell was up throughout the entire, it was in dresses, it was in Missy, it was in clothes. You're like, wow, that smells like a cookie.
Why do I need this blouse?
Right,
oh,
exactly.
wait.
It smells like a David's cookie. So Adina, thank you for bringing us the biggest and the best when we need it.
Yes, exactly. 200 cookies when you want 200 cookies. But you know what Rachel and I always say that we love about this? It's probably not about the 200 cookies. It's about the 3 or 4 cookies. It's about, I feel like having a hot cocoa cookie because I chose the hot cocoa in this assortment, which has, oh, dare I tell you, my friend, 3 types of chocolate.
Yum.
Cocoa, yes, and then milk chocolate, dark chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate, 2 types of marshmallow. We've got marshmallow bits, we've got marshmallow cream, we've got chunks of chocolate. I mean, it's amazing. Hot cocoa is one of the choices. You'll grab that box, you get 48 in just the hot cocoa if you go for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or there's the,
I have to tell you.
Yeah, brand new cinnamon roll,
I mean,
right?
stop.
So in the morning, right, you come downstairs, it's cold, your coffee's made already, you grab that cinnamon roll and you sit and have that moment. Could we get a cookie that has that flavor?
At that cookie. Do you know what that color inside is?
What is that?
Warm cinnamon and sugar. Cinnamon chips, white chocolate chips. This rich golden sugar cookie eats like a snickerdoodle. We've baked these to perfection, crispy on the edges, soft and tender on the inside. That's your brand new cinnamon bun. Then we have one cookie that actually came created by
by somebody that you know.
That hand. Alberti lent a big hand in developing this cookie. Why? Because you wanted sprinkles inside, outside, on the bottom, on the top. You wanted white chocolate chips.
My favorite chocolate, white chocolate.
You don't have to shop for an ingredient. You bake one cookie, a half a dozen cookies, or 16 dozen.
And you know what? It has like this little hint of vanilla.
Oh, yes. Like a cupcake.
Oh my gosh. It's like so delicious. And I can't make this cookie. And in fact, I never baked cookies before David's Cookies came to my house with these pre-formed cookie doughs.
And now we know how to make them by heart. So you're choosing any one of those 3 flavors. Everybody gets 96 of the chocolate chip, and everyone gets the 56 of the pecan, the butter pecan meltaways, which are just dreamy. I mean, I think that these are usually sometimes called Russian tea cake cookies or wedding cookies.
Wedding cookies. Now those just came out, so they're going to be really ultra tender. That's a butter-based shortbread-style cookie.
Yum.
That's loaded with everything that you want. Roasted pecans. It is tender. It is light. It is delicious. And it's really the holidays.
You put them in a paper bag like this. You put them in the paper bag like that with the powdered sugar.
Delicately.
Shake it up.
Delicate.
Yeah,
They're
delicate.
new.
That's so delicate. And then what you do is you just take them out like this. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
They look like you went. They look like you went to the pastry store and you got them there and you paid like
$1.50 each.
And you know what's amazing? If you break that open, you'll see how the powdered sugar completely envelops that cookie.
Oh.
And you know what we do? We know that you're probably going to use powdered sugar on top. So the cookie itself is not too sweet. It is perfect with that powdered sugar. Perfect. I know.
This is my favorite cookie of all time. My grandmother used to make a pecan meltaway cookie.
Love these cookies.
This tastes exactly the same.
Thank you.
It really, really does. It
Like
tastes exactly
any
the same.
Russian tea cake cookie. I mean, like whenever you go to a bakery and order one that is that, this tastes better than that actually. So I'm sorry, Jen, give me an update on what's happening here. So 400 of these have been spoken for. This is an expiring price. The hot cocoa is going really quickly, the one that Adina has in her hand. So just to kind of level set, 200 cookies are coming to your home. They are the cookie dough. So we're going to show you what the cookie dough looks like in the box. Everybody gets 96 chocolate chip. Everybody gets the 56 of the butter pecan meltaways. All you're choosing is which 48 do you want to go with. So do you want the chocolate chip and the butter pecan meltaways with the hot cocoa, with the cinnamon roll, or with the holiday sprinkle? It is $12, ships to you for free. This is 30 cents a cookie that, again, you get to make them however, if you want one butter pecan and one chocolate chip, and then you order the hot, and one of those. You could do, three in 14 minutes. You've got 3 different cookies.
So
That's what we love.
So this is the box that you want to make sure that you remember is the one
Ms.
for like
Rachel's.
the holidays.
Right,
Yeah, like that's your
right.
pecan meltaways. Everybody's gonna get the mini chocolate chip cookie
As
doughs.
well. Yep.
Send those to my house
Right.
because that's my favorite cookie.
Right.
And then you
And
get
then the
one
third
extra
box.
box. Like
And then make sure you get the new cinnamon roll because that's what you want as well.
That's hilarious.
But
I
it's
love how we all have our favorite.
8 pounds of cookie dough, over 16 dozen, as Rachel said earlier. This is just great
And look
to
what
have
you
on
can do.
hand. These are the things that you can do. This is my favorite.
Okay.
I mean, could we just stop at
I know, that's
cookie?
adorable.
Look at this.
I know. Who doesn't like a little
Look at that cookie.
Rudolph
Look at
the
that cookie.
red-nosed reindeer.
So, you know what I like? Because if you don't have the time, now you have the time to do those things.
How about bringing those to
Right?
the class? You're like the star mom,
How
right?
about this?
Look at this.
Right.
I mean,
How about making your own apple cobbler and
Yum.
using the crumbled
The crumbled
pecan meltaway on top?
Oh, now you're
just
talking.
Stop.
That is nice.
That's got to be amazing. The gifts, I love these. By the way, once you bake, very common question that we often forget to talk about. 5-7 days on
Shelf
your counter.
life, yeah. That's not going to happen. You know why? Because you're going to eat them.
Right.
I've never had a David's cookies last more than 24 hours in my house.
And then,
Or 20 minutes in my house.
yeah, I was going to say, or
It
2
doesn't-
minutes
right,
actually in
exactly.
my house.
We're watching some Netflix movie. They come out of the oven. We're ready to eat. We burn our
that's true.
tongues.
That
Now
is true.
here are your right size cookies. This is that completely semi-sweet chocolate chip, brown sugar, whole eggs. You know what I love about David's? You know what you're eating.
Yeah.
It's not like,
Yeah.
well, you know when have you ever taken a chocolate chip cookie before and you thought it was chocolate chip and it was oatmeal raisin because there was really not a lot in there? You're not gonna forget what you're eating here.
Yeah, you couldn't put another chocolate chip in
Right.
that cookie if you tried.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the hot cocoa is really one of my favorites because I love the chew. I love the different.
Well, the marshmallow does that, right?
'cause
Yeah.
you get the marshmallow bits, the marshmallow cream.
Right.
And then you have the 3 different chocolates. This is just a great cookie.
I mean, I feel like that one was some hot cocoa, and then you've just done cocoa crazy, right? I mean, like, how yummy is that? And by the way, when you're putting out cookies for Rudolph and Santa and Rudolph and the other reindeer, it needs to be varied. It can't just be with one with the sprinkles. So remember, this price goes up at the end of the day. We've sold 13,000 sets of
Oh my
these.
gosh.
200 cookies are coming to your home, but they don't take up what you think 200 cookie space takes up. Up here, T-Sir, will you hold it? That's it. In the freezer. Super easy. These
your
3
directions.
boxes. The directions are here wherever Mary is. I know
you
that
go.
she's coming.
There you go.
The directions are on here. You never
sorry, right
have
there.
to forget. You won't forget them. Actually, you'll memorize them. That's what happens.
350,
And-
about
right.
13 minutes in my oven.
Right, me too. And I use them I bake and sometimes I air fry them, depending upon if I'm feeling a little frisky.
I love
the
that.
first ship week is starting to get limited. So we've got November 14th and December 21. November 14th, I have fewer than 500. And this
Wow.
price is here right now, $200 each for that November 14th ship date. So when we're thinking November 14th, all the holiday parties, all of the school recitals, all of the kind of, you know,
the cookie exchanges.
The cookie exchanges that you're having. We're going to have a Secret Santa here at QVC. Maybe you have that as well. If you want to be the fancy neighbor up and down the block and you want to just give, you know, a little kind of package of maybe 10 to 12 cookies to each of your neighbors. If you have your lock and lock, and you want to just fill up some lock and lock and gift it to some people. I know there's so many opportunities.
Imagine how many you can fill with 200 cookies, right? 200 cookies is a lot. It's the largest offer of the year. So today's your day to get it home. And if you're thinking to yourself, I don't need 200 cookies for Christmas. They last a year in your freezer.
We're shipping them directly from our David's Bakery. They're going to arrive in a cooler with dry ice, 3 boxes. I mean, when this ships to you, you're talking about 13, 14, 15 pounds of cookie of a package because you've got your dry ice in there. Over 8 pounds of cookie dough. You can maybe give one to a neighbor, a friend, keep one for yourself. Better yet, Grandma's watching the kids.
Yeah.
Bring the kids over with the cookies. Something for Grandma to do with the cookies.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
you don't even need to like grease the pan.
Right.
No grease.
No grease on the pan. Everything is perfect.
You just put them down.
And it's consistent. Every single time, it will taste exactly the same. It's that perfect recipe from David's Cookies, the brand that started in 1979 in that world famous department store in New York City where people smelled the chocolate chip cookies on the top floor and they went all the way downstairs to buy the cookies. And back then they were paying like $1.50 a cookie.
Yeah, 1,000%. And I was like, I think the people bought all the clothes in that store because they smelled like cookies.
Oh yeah, they should have been paying. We shouldn't have been paying them rent.
Right, they should have been paying us. 1,000%. You're like, I'm going into that store where all the clothes smell like cookies. And 89257 is your item number. This is the moment. Now is the time. 1,200 of these have been snapped up. You know, maybe you want to do a bill to, ship to on this. Maybe you know that it's your daughter or your niece or someone who feels under pressure, right, to make the perfect gift. Send this to them. And all of a sudden, that class of 30 students, they've got the cookies for them, and they don't have to worry about it. You've just taken, like, you know, stress off someone that you love by sending this to them if you want to do a bill to, ship to. I like the idea of, you know, maybe you work in an assisted living home, and you're going to give it to all of your clients in the assisted living, and you're going to bring little packages to them. You could do that as well. But you didn't go and shop for the ingredients for the holiday cookie, or the ingredients through the cinnamon roll, or the ingredients for the hot cocoa, or chocolate chip, or the butter pecan meltaways. You're gonna get butter pecan meltaways and chocolate chip. Always you get those, and then you choose what are the additional 48. Hot cocoa, cinnamon roll, or that holiday sprinkle. And I think holiday sprinkle, just because they look so pretty, and because Alberti co-signs it.
Well, you might want to get 2 sets.
You
might want to get 2 sets. That's all I'm saying. At this price. Price goes away. Price goes away today?
Yeah, price goes away at the end of the day. Yeah, right now.
Wow.
Yeah, 5 easy payments of $12, free shipping and handling.
I know. One more bite.
I'm going over to wine.
I'll take a cookie with my wine, please. Maybe can I have that delicious Chenin Blanc with my cookie?
Yes, you absolutely may. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna start pouring. We'll start pouring.